We all got that one cousin, right? He's just like, yo, man.
He wasn't talking to you about communist theory. Like, come on, you fuck.
Yeah, relax.
Shut up. They're finding people for walking in the woods. You hear about that?
Where?
In Saskatchewan, is that where it is, Jamie?
Walking in the woods?
Yeah, this guy got fined 20. They told you that if you get caught in the woods because it's so hot out, they're worried about wildfires. There's no wildfires, but they're worried about wildfires. Every year you worry about wildfires. So to combat this, they fine people $28,000 to walk into the woods.
That's a lot of money.
And one guy did it. One guy's like,
retarded.
fuck you, I'm going to the woods. And then he went viral, of course.
Man.
Which is a good move. Probably.
Well, what's going on in the UK? I mean, they're putting
$28,000 move.
They're putting thousands of people in jail for social media posts.
Oh yeah, no banana stuff.
These it's getting everybody's going communist.
Yeah, one person put this Facebook post or something like that, critical of immigrants and saying they come over here and rape and murder our women. And because of putting that up on Facebook, this person got 20 months in jail.
Absolutely.
Damn.
Fucking
20
ridiculous.
months.
That was
in
where?
jail
In
in the
Europe?
UK. In the UK.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Bunch of sensitive pussies.
They've
nowadays.
arrested
Jesus.
my friend Constantine Kissin from Trigonometry, the podcast. He's the one that first told me about all this. Because he had this conversation with this guy where he said, how many people do you think get arrested for social media posts in Russia? And, you know, he tells him what the number is. It's like about 400. Like, oh, wow. He goes, how many people do you think get arrested for social media posts in the UK? And the guy was like, what? And it was like, it's 4,000.
Damn.
True.
Yeah,
Like, what would the charge be
4,000.
for posting something? Like,
They don't have freedom of speech like we do.
Dude, I actually saw like a police cam video where the fucking the cop was telling them that, yeah, but your post offended. Like, just like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm going to jail because my post offended someone? Like, get the fuck out of here.
A man, what is this, Jamie? A man has been jailed for Facebook posts encouraging violence. He's been jailed for 20 months for encouraging people on social media to attack a hotel in Leeds housing more than 200 migrants. So is this the same guy, Jamie?
I googled man jailed in UK for Facebook post 20 months. This is what came up.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Well, that's different.
That's Google
Yeah.
funneling
So-
you to what they want you to see. Oh, he
Right.
was talking about violence.
Oh,
No, but I'm not sure. I mean, maybe he was talking about
I mean, this
violence.
guy obviously was. I'm
In the
willing to wager
video-
there were more.
where the whatever the guy with the wig is. What are they called over there?
Yeah, right.
They wear the wigs.
The
Like,
judge.
the dude, if you could find the video, Jimmy, the guy's full on wearing the wig.
a wig, like a George
Yeah.
Washington wig.
yeah.
And so he
Still?
reads the Facebook post that this guy made, you know, which wasn't nice. But then, you know, he says, like, for this egregious crime, I sentence you to 20 months of detention. And even the wording they use is weird. It wasn't like detention. It was like a weird euphemism for fucking jail.
He's on timeout. Yeah,
Yeah,
timeout.
it was weird listening to him talk. It's super dystopian.
he's got a custodial sentence and he only has to serve half of it.
Oh, so he only has to serve 10 months
10
in a
months.
prison for
For
doing
making a
that.
post.
For making a post on Facebook. Can you find the video, Jamie?
Well, I sure.
Find the video because it's kind of funny when you see the guy's wig. Like, they have to wear the wig. That's like the move over there. The guy with the old school powdered wig.
Wasn't it back in the day that they used to wear them to hide shit?
No, it was syphilis.
They were losing. Hold on, wait.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, that's where the term "big wig" comes from, because the richest people got the biggest wigs. They all got syphilis. So this is what happened. They came over to America, right? When in the 1492 days.
Yeah.
When they came back, they brought syphilis,
Oh.
and syphilis just going rampant through these European cultures. And these people had
So
like
syphilis came from
holes in
here
their
and then went back
faces.
there?
This is the thought. So there's different types of syphilis, but they're pretty sure there's some evidence that indicates that one type of syphilis was transferred from Native American populations to Europeans. Native Americans who had already had a resistance to it, just like we had a resistance to smallpox and the flu when the Europeans came over here, and that's what the Indians did, and that's why they got wiped out. Well, they didn't have a resistance to this kind of syphilis. This is like hole in your face, your hair falls out. This is the guy. Listen to this motherfucker.
You did not want your money going to immigrants who, quote, rape our kids and get priority, end quote. This offence is so serious that an immediate custodial sentence is unavoidable. Would you stand, please? The sentence that I pass has been reduced by 1/3 to reflect your guilty plea. The sentence is one of 20 months imprisonment. Say that you didn't...
This guy said he
Custodial.
didn't want his money
Yes.
going to immigrants and went to jail. This wasn't somebody threatening violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They edited the post, so we don't know what else.
Right, there was an edit. I was going to point that out. There's something there. So here's the thing too. Whenever it's possible for something like this to exist, whenever it's possible, there's going to be a bunch of people from other countries that edit stuff to make you more mad at the people in the UK. Like China does that in America. There's a lot going on with social media and these kind of clips and posts and stuff. There's a lot more going on than makes sense.
People always bitch about America, but look at that shit. You know what I mean? They're not locking anybody up over here yet.
You can't bitch about America in comparison. If you see, the whole rest of the world is way worse in terms of how you're able to express yourself, the consequences of expressing yourself. Like, this is a pretty good spot. It's just not perfect.
It's a cool thing. It feels weird now that it's like the younger generation. Everybody's like, they just like, it feels cool to say like, fuck America. Like people are like, you wear an American shirt, they just think you're a fucking MAGA guy or something. It's like, dude, well, you can't be proud of where you're from. You're
Exactly.
from America. You can't be proud of your country.
America's everything. It's all the things. You know, it's just, we're so tribalized, and we have to get over that. That's the number one problem, is people decide that those people that they hate, and they hate everything about them, and then, okay, now you got 50% of the country that you can't associate with that's not on your team. Like, what did you do? And so, well, now you have to justify everything your team believes in, including shit that doesn't make any sense and shit that is probably immoral, you know, especially when you get into like trans kid surgeries and shit like that. You have to sign off on that,
Right.
because if you don't, then you're signing off on these right-wing bigots that want to fucking, you know, put the Bible
So
in
now
every...
you're a Nazi.
Yeah, you're a Nazi. It's like it's bad. Both fucking versions are bad of both sides when you're looking at it from the other side, because it's all cartoonish. Because most people live in the middle of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel that's 100% true. Most people are in the middle. I think you made, like the point you made earlier too, you're getting just fired through the algorithm, you know, the shit that pisses you off, if that's what you're clicking on all day long anyway. So it just drives that wedge deeper and deeper, I think, because they're just inundated 24/7. Like sometimes you just got to stop and get outside or watch a TV show to decompress.
That's
you
the
know?
fucking problem, though. You can't even enjoy. What they did with Star Wars with the Acolyte, you can't even enjoy. I love the pop culture. I love movies. I tried to watch the Electric State, that fucking thing, because I love robots going fucking rogue and AI.
What's the
shit.
Electric State?
It's a Netflix movie with Chris Pratt, and it looked like a big budget. It was by the Russo brothers who did the
Nice.
Avengers and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
So it's about AI, robots. What a piece of shit. I couldn't even get through the opening. And then I know what I don't like? I don't like when I'm watching a movie and already I see, okay, I know who the director voted for.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like,
I mean,
they're bringing up the
You're
uprising of the robots, and they go, and to celebrate the enslavement of the robots, Kid Rock did a concert. Did he really? Did he really? You fucking assholes! Can't I enjoy this shit without? Okay, you're on that side. Go. I turned it off.
Right.
Go. You're bringing me right out of it because you're showing me like you're taking shots for the audience to know, dude. Fuck off! I want to see some fucking robots. Fucking. I want to see. I want to be entertained. I don't want to know about your fucking politics.
I feel like we have political fatigue, though. I feel like most people are tired of talking about it. Most people are like, just stop.
That's where I'm at. I don't want to talk about the shit ever.
It's also, it's like pretending that one side is beyond reproach is fucking ridiculous. And if you're one of those tribal people, you have to do that. You have to support your side. And like that just gets nuts. You can't do that. There's too many people. There's too many financial interests. There's too much money. There's too much shit going on. There's too much. Why is there bromate in my bread, bitch?
Exactly. Exactly. That's the political part I'm down with.
And yellow number 5.
You motherfuckers have been doing a terrible job of taking care of us. You're not really taking care of us. We want to think you're like a cool counselor or something like that. It's like looking out for the rest of the kids that are on this camp together. You know, like our councilman is going to take care of us. They got it. They're going to teach us how to get through the woods. Meanwhile, they're just stealing money.
No, you can't go to the woods. It's a $28,000
That's
fine.
Canada. But that's Canada. I mean, but this is the problem with places that don't have the freedoms that we have. Like the Constitution, our founding fathers, they nailed it.
They really did.
It's crazy that they nailed that so well. They knew human nature so well that it applies like it's important 300 years later.
Maybe since they came from a monarchy, you know what I mean? They gave them that perspective.
They were so smart, but I wonder how many of them were there, right? Like how many like really well-educated people were around back then?
Think about the age.
Couldn't have been that many.
They were a lot of young kids.
It ain't even that many now.
A lot of young kids,
young.
you know, that were writing this thing.
Yeah, some of them were like in their early 20s.
Yeah, but that's middle age back then.
That's a good point. That's a good point, man.
Nice fucking middle age.
That's true. You get an infection back then. You get staph.
Yeah.
That's
Syphilis.
Done.
Done by 35 over there.
Yeah, bro, the syphilis thing is really nuts, though. But that is why that stupid fucking thing that
crazy.
guy was wearing on his head.
So
that's
So
what
like
that
that's
is.
the tradition,
Yeah.
based off of syphilis, and they still do this shit today.
Yeah, and the guys with the most money had the biggest wigs. That's why they called them big
Big
wigs.
wigs.
It all started with these two brothers that were royals. Was it brother or a guy and his cousin? I forget. But these guys who were royals in France, and these guys were like, you know, the socialites. They were the celebrated people, and they started losing their hair because they're freaks. You know, they're probably fucking up a storm over there, and they're catching syphilis, and they got holes in their face and shit, and they smell awful, and their fucking hair's falling out. So they just get a wig. And then other dudes say, I want to be like him, so they got wigs. And then a bunch of people started getting syphilis. They covered it up with wigs.
But that's crazy to me that you're like almost celebrating having syphilis by getting a bigger wig.
Well, you know what it is? It's like you're not celebrating syphilis, but since everybody's wearing a wig, your wig is the dopest wig.
Yeah,
That's right.
you gotta have the dopest
Isn't it
one right
crazy
here.
that it's all because of sexually transmitted diseases?
Wearing that shit.
I think it was smallpox, man. Smallpox wiped out
What
the
I
whole
wiped
country.
out, yeah.
The whole country. All of North America was filled with people. They all got killed. It's like 90% of the people got killed.
Yeah.
Damn. Hold on. What year was that?
This was between the times of the first settlers to the 1800s. It was 90%.
They say 90%. Like
90%.
Native Americans died from disease that, you know, Europeans brought.
And you know that for a long time they were trying to deny. They were trying to figure out like what happened to the Mayans. Well, I'll tell you what happened to the Mayans. Disease.
Yeah.
Obviously, Europeans. They had this spectacular civilization in Mexico. If you ever go down and you ever gone and seen any of the ruins?
Yeah, I was in Chichen Itza.
Chichen Itza.
Yeah, I went there too.
Actually.
Yeah, I went there too. A couple months ago.
Right? It's amazing.
Fucking
Amazing.
dope.
Yeah.
It's dope. But like, what were they? What drugs were these motherfuckers?
Yeah, like how were they building that shit
I don't know, man.
1,000 years ago?
It's pretty
500 years
amazing to
ago.
see. And even like remember the ball court they had where you could stand at one end or the other and you could hear each other talking
Yeah,
and shit because
yeah.
of the acoustics.
And it's just the sheer size,
The size of it.
It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Was
And
crazy.
then just wiped out by a cough. Like dirty, stinky Europeans right off the boat, breathing on everybody, swept through the people, no immunity to it. It's crazy.
That is pretty wild, man.
It's exactly what happened to all the Amazon too, man. They're finding that out now. The Amazon was all just disease.
Damn.
Why they had millions of people who were living in the Amazon, and some Europeans went to visit in like I forget what year it was, but they came back and had these stories about these beautiful like cities and filled with gold and all this crazy shit. And then people went back 100 years later, and it was all gone. And they
'cause
said,
some
"Oh, this
fucking-
guy was lying."
Some white tourists.
But it
going over-
wasn't,
right?
yeah.
Right.
Isn't that crazy? It wasn't lies.
Yeah.
They just, so now they use LiDAR and they scan over the top of the forest and they see like where
Yeah.
these cities used to be.
There's so much shit over there that they haven't even uncovered.
It's just nuts that it's just dirty diseases. Those first people that fucking, hey, coming over the
Yeah,
fucking
just like,
bush,
yeah.
just eating rats and shit.
Saying they were hard ass enough to make it here. You know they were bringing some shit with them.
Oh, bro, you know how hard people must have been back then?
Can't even
Just to even say, okay, I'm going to try it. When someone says, hey, we've got a wood boat, and we're going to go out there. We have no idea if a
We'll know
storm's
where the
coming.
fuck we're going.
We don't-
I've always give Christopher Columbus credit for that shit. On a fucking wooden boat in the middle.
Right.
Like, I can't even fucking find directions to get to the fucking apex half the time.
But the crazy thing is, we give him credit for landing here, and he didn't even make it here.
Yeah.
He landed in, like, the Indies, right? Like the
what I
West
thought.
Indies? This episode is brought to you by Squarespace. If you got something to say, sell, or share with the world, you need a legit online presence. I use Squarespace to power my website. It's easy to use, and with their AI-enhanced website builder and built-in tools for booking, payments, emails, all of it, you can actually run your business, not just build a site. Go to squarespace.com/Rogan for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use the code Rogan to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Where did Columbus actually land? It was like near the Bahamas. He wasn't even in America.
Bahamas is
I don't
nice.
give a fuck where he landed. That motherfucker went out into the ocean
But
500 years ago on a
Crazy,
boat.
we give him Christopher Columbus Day.
Think
Did he
about
even land here?
I mean, I'm looking at the Vikings. These motherfuckers, just conquered
Oh, yeah.
oceans, going everywhere.
So what does it say here?
First
San
landed.
Salvador in the Bahamas. Yeah. His first landed on an island in the Bahamas. Like, that is not America, bitch. Like, you don't get credit for discovering
So the
America.
Italians we're taking credit anyway.
But that's probably when them diseases started hitting them areas.
Also, the history of smallpox goes back to the 6th century, started in China.
Smallpox does. Interesting.
Right.
So the
Fucking
6th
China.
century, and then was it mostly smallpox that killed off the Native Americans, or was it a bunch of different diseases that we brought with us?
Yeah, there it is.
17th century European settlers bring smallpox.
Bring it to North
Yeah.
America.
There's an amazing guy named, what is that, Jamie?
European settlers were here with Christopher Columbus. That's in the 16th century, not 17th, right? 1500s.
Right.
If he landed in 1492.
Yeah, 1492.
It's 200 years later almost.
Right, but it's probably like how many people came, you know what I mean? Like when Christopher Columbus came, that was, so this is 1492, he lands in the Bahamas. Like,
100 years.
yeah, how many people were interacting with them? You know what I mean? How many people, once they started coming over here regularly, like when did folks started hopping in boats and coming over regularly? Like the early settlers.
I wouldn't have did it.
How many of them didn't
fucking
make it?
way.
Go across
No
it.
fucking
Yeah.
way. No fucking way. Those people were animals, man.
For real.
You're gonna take a chance. This dude knows how to get across the ocean in a wooden boat using a thing,
Yeah.
like a
Okay,
sextant, where you stare at the stars and try to figure out where you are. And he's drunk all the time.
Jamestown was 1607 when that started.
That's when it started, huh? Interesting.
Well, that would be.
So that's probably makes sense for us. So like
17.
100 fucking years they talked about it. Isn't that kind of crazy?
I like in Vikings. You ever see
Isn't
the
that
show
kinda crazy?
Vikings?
That show was
They talked
amazing.
about America for 100 years before they came over.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, so it's like he lands in the Bahamas, and then 100 years
Oh,
later,
right. And then that's
people,
when people started.
yeah, then they start the first.
Wonder how long
colony.
it took them just to get across.
Can you imagine what it'd be like setting up a colony in a new country, and you know there's people with bows and arrows waiting in
Yeah,
the
I'm just waiting to
bushes.
find.
Did you
You're
know
the
that,
first
though?
people that
Did you
set
know
up the
that
colony.
fucking-
They knew.
They
Yeah,
knew
they
that there's fucking Indians waiting for
Oh
them?
yeah, everybody knew. They knew that this was inhabited.